Hello, America, and all the ships at sea. It is EBI news for you. Number 66, Don. Can you believe it? That's insanity, isn't it?
67, I think.
Oh, I thought it was 66. Whatever. I'll fix that in post. All the comments and statements by Eddie Buffalo and Donnie Lowe are purely for entertainment purposes. Don, it's our favorite sponsor and our listeners' favorite sponsors too, Don. It is Pinchy Gringo. Oh, no, it's not. It's pinsandaces.com. Pinsandaces.com. You need head covers. You need bags. You need clothes. They got it all, even if you're a drinker. They have their beer stick, but they also have one for, I'm going to say, like to say it down here, Don. Y'all want some of your soda pop? They got a sleeve of that for that too. But if you're from Western New York, like me and Bobby, yeah, your name's Bobby today. Me and Donnie, okay. It is it is pop. So check out our friends at Pins and Aces. Me and Don like it. You from the response love it because I think it's because they're awesome discount, and there's always a mystery discount and a bunch of other discounts, Don. So what is the percentage off they get when they go to their buggy when you're from Texas, and you go to your shopping cart when you're from up on them northern, you know, them carpetbaggers?
When you type in
promo code Buffalo,
that's right.
Yes,
21%.
21%. Blackjack, yeah, baby. If you notice, a lot of their logos do have like the blackjack motif. You know, not, or is it genre? Is it motif or genre? Motif, genre.
Motif.
Let me know in the comments how dumb I am, folks, so I know the difference. But take it away, Donnie Lowe.
Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. The best way to experience the podcast is if you go to our YouTube channel, which is EBI Media. Insurance, I was saying Insurance Questions Podcast.
Wow.
It's EBI Media.
Listen, Bobby Lowe,
EBI
you got to
News
get
for
your
you.
shit together today.
I know. I'm still running high from that big U.S. Olympic victory. But in any event, EBI Media, EBI News for you. That's NEWZ, the number 4, the letter U. Like, share, and subscribe if you so wish to do so. If you listen to podcasts, basically wherever you listen, we're there. So like, share, and subscribe there. Hit the fan mail button if you have any questions, if you want to talk about or us to talk about different topics in the future. If you have an idea for that, let us know, or just say, hey, how you doing? And just always
how you
know.
Doing, Don?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Can I tell you, before the show today, I got a hold of my buddy, and you know him, Colonel Gregory Traves.
Ah, yes.
And now this is a gentleman that served our country in 2 different types of military, and that was the Navy and the Army. Retired from the military. And he wasn't born here. He was born in Canada,
Canada.
And when the girls won the other day, I asked him this question, and I asked him again today. So, who were you rooting for, the USA or Canada? He goes, USA, you know. And I always tease him about the president. I go, you heard your buddies inviting them to their State of the Union address? He goes, oh, he didn't say nothing. He didn't say nothing. I think I caught him on a bad day. Eventually, we need to get him on the show, Don, because he's got so much knowledge about things military, especially, what's going on in Mexico? What the hell is happening?
Oh my goodness. So we have the Mexican government got into a battle with the biggest drug cartel. Mencho is his name, and the leader of the drug cartel, and they basically they eliminated him, let's say. And so his cartel is revolting, and Puerto Vallarta, which is a mecca for tourists.
I was going to say, that wasn't it where the Love Boat went to all the time?
I'm not sure. I might have been.
Yeah, it was.
But they were storming the airport there. The U.S. government and embassy issued a big alert to just stay put, stay inside wherever you are, don't go outside. There are a lot of Canadians that are there. They go down there. I guess a lot of them were trying to, say, well, we don't like Trump, so we're going to go to Mexico instead of the U.S. in the summer or in the winter or the warmer weather.
Yeah.
So guess who's there to help protect them? Yeah, the American government. But yeah, so this could be something very bad, and especially now with the partial shutdown of Department of Homeland Security, that's adding, I guess, making everybody a little bit nervous, to say the least. But so yeah, it's a terrible thing that's going on. But what I want to say is we have a guest here today.
Oh, we're not done talking about Mexico yet.
The only.
We're not,
the Sharon
Raiders.
Raiders.
We're not done talking about Mexico, Don.
We're not done yet. Mexico.
No.
That's okay. I'll be mentioning them.
Who is this, Don? Okay, I'm going to shut up so you can do it properly. Go ahead.
Well, I just did. Our wonderful guest, Sharon Raiders. Not sharing Raiders. It's Sharon Raiders.
I got to tell you, I did that on purpose. I made Don introduce Sharon because the shows that me and Sharon did without Don have been fabulous. She's gotten good numbers. People really like her. And I got to tell you, when she did one show and she gave Don a little bit of a hard time about the way she was saying his name, and they hated her. They hated her freaking guts.
Oh, no.
You know, it was bad. It was bad. It was Don. It was really bad, some of the stuff they said. And to me, she's my sister from another mister. The one, the only. Sharon Raiders.
Hi, everyone.
How are you today?
I'm doing good.
So
Other than, I think I told you, but I think everybody needs to know. I was scheduled to do some showings today of some houses in downtown McKinney, which are nice homes, very historical homes. I was dressed up nice, ready to go. And the client canceled out on me.
Oh,
Just,
that bastard. What a jackass.
But rescheduled.
It was me. It was me because of mechanical difficulties. So we're going Wednesday. Whatever.
Thursday.
Oh. Thursday, whatever. You're gonna remind me 10 times because half the time when she sends me stuff, it's like forever. I think I signed my life away and whatever future children I have, if I have any future children, and their descendants also. You know.
Yes.
So we started talking about different things because she is into real estate, and what I want to go around first on though is looking at how much Bitcoin is today. And it's not great. Not great at all, Don. You see it. Hold, please. You probably already looked this morning, but we're looking at right now. This is in live time. And by the way, this is Monday, the 23rd that we're taping this. So at Monday, it hit rock bottom of 65 for 1206. That's the lowest I've seen since we've been talking about it on the show, Don.
No, when we first started talking about it, it was in the 40s, I think.
Okay.
And then it went up.
And then gold prices are up again, 52, and they're moving again.
Almost 53.
14, 50. Yeah, it was a little bit higher before me and Sharon were talking about it. And then we started talking about, like, with our annuities, a lot of times I'll put our clients into gold futures, real estate futures, and then whatever else, more likely Standards & Poor's 500. And we talked a little bit, and she's like, well, why do you do that? I said, well, I don't think that the housing market's going to drop for a while. And then she said a couple of things to me that was very interesting. And I'm going to let you talk about what we were talking about, Sharon.
Okay. So Sharon Raiders with Keller Williams. This weekend, we had the lowest break in our interest rates that we've had since 2022. If you can get as low as a 5.5, interest rate for 30 years. And as you know, we haven't seen that in a long time. 15 years, you can get about a 5.12. FHA's at a 5.125, as well as VA loans. So this has brought into the market about 55 million additional people that qualify to buy.
Wow.
And so the market's going to do really well in 2026 versus 2025, where it was a hard year.
And you said the R word, recession, for the housing market, correct?
No, you said that. I didn't say anything about recession.
Ah.
That word did not come out of my mouth. The states that have got the highest real estate purchases in 2025 was Texas, Florida, Arizona, Colorado, Virginia, and North Carolina. So if you're wanting to be in real estate, those are the states to be in. But on that note, for Texas, the states that had the highest growth, El Paso and McAllen. And those are both border states to Mexico. I think this year they might be selling all their homes today and moving up more north.
Well, it's,
That's interesting.
and I've been in the one town in McAllen. That's where I visit my one client, her and her husband. And well, they're both my clients. And McAllen is so close to the Mexican border. I mean, I kind of felt like I was in Mexico. And this is not a slight, not at all. But when you see the same kids every day with the fancy printed out sign that says puppies for sale, something's going on. And I like McAllen, but it was really surprising to me, Sharon. And I mean, you've lived in Texas a lot longer than I have. That the weather is so much different than in North Texas. I mean,
Yeah.
it is super hot down there, Don. You know what I mean?
Oh, I'm sure.
That's how it is in El Paso too. It's dry heat, but it gets a lot hotter there.
So it's interesting because I guess with the if last year in 2025 and those El Paso and McAllen, Texas had they were kind of booming, right, for real estate.
Yep.
You would think with a more secure border that it would continue to boom. So what's the reason where it's not? Do you know?
Oh no, it is. No, are you talking about like across the country?
No, I'm talking because you said that in El Paso, unless I misunderstood you, in El Paso and McAllen, that they're expecting it to slow down.
No, that was just a joke.
Oh, okay.
Because they're on the border of Mexico.
Yeah, okay. That's okay.
You're
Good.
just a little behind on that one.
Yeah, I guess so. Ooh, it went right over my head. Sorry.
No, but we are expecting it to go up. I mean, I can tell you personally, my clientele has increased a bunch already, and we're only in our second month.
That's great.
I have like 3 or 4 listings and then 6 buyers just out the gate. So people are starting to purchase again.
Do you think?
But the big thing is people are also staying in their homes longer.
I was going to ask, do you think with the rates being in the 5s, low to mid 5s, will that create more bidding wars again? Or are there enough listings on the market?
There is enough listings on the market. There are about 3 months roughly worth of inventory here in Texas. So that's still considered a seller's market, but there is a lot more. To me, it's more neutral. And there's been almost on every deal, you can get concessions from those buyers. It's an average of like $8,500 in concessions across all the counties. And then homes are staying on the market longer, anywhere roughly about 108 days. But what we see are the homes that are priced right, they'll be off the market in 14 days. It's these houses that are overpriced because people still think we're in COVID time, that they can price their homes for that much, and you can't. And so the houses are going down roughly about 9% from their original list price.
Ah, okay. That's interesting.
So let me ask you this, Sharon. Can you explain a little bit more about the whole mindset of the Texas buyer more than, like, say, from Buffalo, New York? I mean, Buffalo, New York, for the longest time, it was like a donut with nothing in the middle and everything, all the frosting, all the, like, suburbs, like where Donnie lives, or me in South Buffalo, you know, and the way big difference in prices. Like, I was watching something the other day, and they were talking about real estate in Buffalo, New York, and they were showing a 4-bedroom, 3-bath house, 2-car garage. What do you think that was listed at? And it was closer to the downtown area. How much do you think that was listed at, Sharon?
I have no clue about the Buffalo market, but I'm gonna say, how big was the lot?
It wasn't a big lot at all. No.
Probably third of an acre is typical, I would think. Quarter of an acre.
I'm just doing this to show everybody the difference. So what are you thinking that house would go
I'm gonna
for?
say that the house was about 200,000.
$99,000.
Oh wow!
99?
Now,
Really?
yes. And then they were talking about right in Allentown on Irving Place. I don't know if you can picture where that is, Don.
Absolutely.
Pretty much the same house was going for $499,000. So, and that was just a couple streets away. So that's kind of weird. And it seems like the dynamic here in Texas, and please, correct me if I'm wrong. It seems like people go into an area, it becomes very popular, and then they got to move out farther. I mean,
Yes.
if I'm going to swear right now, 380. Worst swear word in Texas right now, because the construction is god awful on the 380s all the friggin' time, And what's good though, I mean, with the way the roads are here, they can get wider. You know what I mean? But if you're looking at a place like Prosper, where my kids are, I mean, that one street, Preston Road, that's where they did all the cattle drives. But they have businesses on both sides of those streets. So it isn't like they can make that much bigger. And now that it is 2026 and the new Universal Studios is going to be opening up about 1.5 miles from my kid's house, I'd want to get the hell out of there. What do you think about everything I just said, Sharon?
That is happening. So probably of about all my clients are moving outwards. Either, there's areas where you could get an acre of land with a house for less than 300,000. So in the like 270 range, where if you bought that much acreage with a house in Prosper, you're going to be paying about $1.5 million.
Wow.
I mean, yes, the house is a big difference, but even location makes a big difference on the land.
Location.
Let's do a big commercial for your profession, because I told you a lot of my friends, they are Mexicans, and they are building homes on their own. And the one poor guy, he's had it on the market for over 6 months, and he has not had one person look at it. He dropped it 50,000. That did nothing. A month later, he dropped it 40,000, and it's still empty. And guess what? They don't care. You still got to pay your taxes. So it's a huge hardship. I can see that, like, the small guy, it's not these big, construction companies. That's not sustainable. I mean, if you're the buyer, you're very fortunate to go in and, get a good deal on something like that. But tell me why these guys should hire somebody like you. I guess that's what I'm saying. What are they getting? What kind of bang for their buck are they getting besides more people looking at it, more eyes?
Yeah. Well, you get more, yes, more eyes on it because we market throughout. I mean, I can due to social media, and as long as you belong on the pages, you know, I can market to California. I can market, you know, any state I want to. Yes, I can market out to them because creating websites or pages allows you to specify them, you know, like Californians moving to Texas. And then they get attracted to that. All they have to do is to search, and then you're dropping houses on them like everybody is, so that we're trying to get their business over here. And the prices for California versus Texas are a huge, huge difference.
I'm sure.
Now, when I told Sharon, she was being very unrealistic to me when I told her what kind of house I was looking for. I said, I'll, you know, find me a house. All I want is a swimming pool and a basement.
We don't
Why
have
is that
basements.
crazy, Sharon? Why is that?
We don't have basements here. It's very rare you're going to find a house with a basement. And you would think that there would be more basements because we have tornadoes.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
would want to be able to go in underground, but the only place you're going to find something like that are those older homes out in the country, where back in the day, yes, they could have built, you know, underground, but they say nowadays, and I don't believe it, is the reason why the builders only go about 8 inches down for the foundation is because we have clay. Yet you've got your big businesses, your big construction commercial that are putting parking lots down underground.
And you bring up a good point. 2 things I want to add to that. I went to a client's house in Celeste, and they were sitting on about 25 acres. And the house was to the left. And then I'm like, is that a storm cellar? And they said, yeah, for the tornado. So like Sharon was saying, a lot of the older homes, they did so. What, did they forget how to dig, Sharon? You know, and when my kids first moved here, Donnie, I'm like, oh my God, what beautiful lawns everybody have. Everybody edges it. And then I heard a commercial. Like, I'll listen to WGR from back home, but it's all Texas commercials and commercial. Well, we're the dirt guys. Y'all got dirt coming away from your concrete or your foundation? Call us. We're the dirt. And I'm like, what the hell is that? So explain a little bit what I'm talking about, Sharon.
So like I said, the foundations aren't down enough. I know in New Mexico, we did the foundations at least 2 feet. And here it's, yeah, like I said, about 8 inches,
That's
maybe
crazy.
10 if you're lucky. So the foundation moves a lot.
Hang
And
on 1 second. We have a caller. Good morning, caller. You are on EBI News for You with Eddie Buffalo, Donnie Lowe, and Sharon Raiders. Who is this I'm talking to, sir?
are we supposed to be able to hear him?
You can't hear.
Yes. Can you hear him okay?
No.
Well, this is actually Dr. Andy.
Oh,
And all the comments and statements by Dr. Andy are solely for entertainment purposes. No, Dr. Andy, we decided to do a show today because we were able to get Sharon on the show talking about the real estate market in the Texas area. Do you have any questions for her?
I'm so glad we can hear him.
I know.
And then he's the one translating. Oh,
That's all right.
goodness.
Yeah, they can hear you anyways, Andy, so we're good. But I was calling you about a technical thing, so I'll call you after the show, okay? All right, buddy. Have a great day. Bye.
You never know what's going to happen on this podcast.
No, it's usually one of my kids calling. You know, usually it's
I
LA
know.
Buffalo, you know, but it wasn't. So yeah, I mean it's so different. Wherever you live, it's something funky, you know, and like I said, that really threw me for in one aspect, your lawns look fantastic. And number 2, the dirt's running away from your house, which is just mind blowing to me. Now, I got a question for you, Sharon. You know, I've lived before I started looking for houses. I've lived in different apartments, and the last time I looked for an apartment, I mean, right now there's about 14 million people in the Dallas Metroplex. I never knew what a Metroplex was until I moved to Texas. And when I looked for a new apartment, how many empty apartments do you think were available for me, Don, to look for?
Empty apartments. I don't know. I have
In
no
the
idea.
Dallas Metroplex? 17,000.
Wow.
So my question to you, Sharon, as you know, we do talk a lot about investment. Do you have anybody coming to you that wants to purchase apartment complexes? And is that still a good idea for people? You know, especially if it's an older building. I mean, what are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, so I have had some people come across because I do help in commercial too. But you know, it all depends on the amount of money you as an investor have, because you have to, purchase the property. You have to make sure that your money is coming back with the amount, you know, the renters you're going to have, the prices you can put in whatever city you're at might not fulfill that to be able to have a comeback. But kind of like what we say is, if you're going to make an investment, don't expect a return for at least 10 years. So if people think they're going to get a return out the door, no.
Boy, Don, talk about pain threshold on your investment that we talk about all the time. I don't think that's something I want to do, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but
you have to have the pockets to do it. And they have created these investment circles where realtors will get in on it, and regular people could do it too. But you have maybe 15 to 20 maybe people that all put in an amount, and then they'll buy huge apartment complexes. Because they have all the investors of everybody going in, so it's not just one single person.
Right. So don't forget too, though. What I was going to say is, don't forget too, though, you might not have the cash flow or revenue coming in to be profitable yet in 10 years, which is still long, but you do have the depreciation that you can take on the units, you know, to help with your income tax liability. So
everyone that's open.
Now, Sharon, one thing, and I don't know if it's unique to Texas, but I've talked to people about it back up north, and they're like, what the hell are you talking about? And that's tiny home communities. Can you speak a little bit on that?
They're starting to kick off here. Just driving yesterday from Greenville over to here, I saw 2 places that were selling tiny homes. And I'm like, wow, they're like all over the place. Now, there's different communities. Some of them you can purchase a lot and put your home on it. Others are rental communities, kind of like a camper, you know, community where you go and then you're renting the place for, you know, a night or whatever. So we have some of those too, where people are just moving their tiny home into these communities where they're paying rent for their lot.
And how much do you pay for your taxes on that tiny home?
No clue. I mean,
well,
I'm sure
I do know. I do know. It's zero.
Yeah.
Because tiny home underneath it all have 2 tires. And when you have a tiny home, instead of property tax, it is registered as a motor vehicle.
But not all of them have tires underneath them. Yes, maybe initially,
you can't
but
see them.
a lot of them, they put foundation down and put them on it.
I thought, yeah,
that's crazy. So it's,
I know.
I hope we hit on a bunch of interesting things today. And please, in the comments, let me know if you have any more questions for Sharon or for ourselves. We're at the end of another show. It went by already. You guys got along really nice. I'm really happy about that. So hopefully we won't get any emails for Sharon. And so I want to end this show. I want to thank Sharon for coming on at the last minute. And I want to end the show like we end every other show. If you like working with people like us, have the same values that we have, the same passion for life, and love your children as much as we do ours, we're the people you want to work with. You can reach us at our website, EBI Agency, and you'll also see a listing for Sharon Raiders there. And we usually give out our hotline. What's the hotline for you, Sharon?
My phone number is 469-545-3117.
And for our Mexican friends in McAllen, Texas, what's the number for them, Sharon?
469-545-3117.
At least Donnie will do it in Spanish, for crying out loud. But,
Yeah. I would be going like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
So, what is a good email for you, Sharon? If people have questions.
So
Put it in the
Sharon.Raiders@kw.com.
Raiders.
REHDERS.
Yes.
So
It's right down there on
you.
my little under my name.
And remember, life is definitely worth living. What you got to keep on doing, Sharon?
Keep on living.
Close.
Love.
You got to
What do you
keep on
got to do, Donnie?
You got to keep on fighting, baby. Let's go.
Gotta keep on fighting. So, everyone, have a wonderful day. Take care.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye.